Hey guys, I just dropped a video about how mountain winters here in North Georgia are not that scary. However, we do have an event occasionally that will happen that gives us a little bit of pause and makes us take a little bit more caution. We happen to be coming upon that this weekend, and I would like for you to follow along as we prepare for, go through, and get through this winter storm in Blairsville, Georgia. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon on Friday, January 23rd, 2026. And as we started the morning off, it was looking pretty cloudy and the sun was not out. We had a lot of fog and everything as the day was going on. As it's gotten midday, the sun has come out more. So right now it is just a little breezy and about 51 degrees. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. And we are about 12-ish hours from the ice storm warning start. So it is supposed to start at 1 a.m. On Saturday. So like I said, in about 12 hours or so. And it is supposed to continue on through basically Monday morning. The models are all over the place. They've been all over the place all week. At the beginning of the week, we were told that we were probably going to get good accumulation of snow, but they weren't really sure if it was going to be snow or ice or a mixture of the both. And now as the week has progressed and we are now much closer, of course, things have shifted. That's what always happens with the weather, but things have shifted and now they are not expecting us to get any snow, but we are expected to probably get more than a ½ inch of ice accumulation. The ½ inch of ice accumulation is actually the part that they call crippling because the weight of the ice on the trees and the power lines can cause things to snap, which can cause widespread power outages. A few days ago, we started preparing and we went to the store and we got some water and some bread, charcoal, lighter, things of that nature. At that time, when we went to the store, there were still things on the shelves, but I'm getting ready to go to Walmart and show you what it looks like because I've heard that there's no bread, no water, no milk. You know, apparently here in the South, we like to make milk sandwiches this time of year. I don't know. Anyways, so we'll go and take a look and see what the shelves are looking like in the stores. But, you know, if you are stuck in a situation like this, you want to prepare several days in advance because you don't want to wait till the last minute when things are actually all gone from the store. Let's see how crazy Ingles is. Bread is currently being restocked. We just got back from Ingles, and it really actually was not that bad. The water was the worst, but the bread wasn't that bad. They were restocking the bread. They were also restocking the water, and the milk really wasn't that bad either. So I think it just depends on when you go because they are trying to stay ahead of it and stay with it and keep up with the demand of what is happening. So anyways, while we were there, I did run into somebody that is a watcher of the channel. I'm so sorry I didn't get your name, but shout out to you. Thank you for watching. It's always nice meeting people that watch the channel. You want the blanket? Is that what you want? Yeah, I know what you want. 7:30 on Saturday morning. It's 33 degrees right now. We have nothing of an ice storm yet. That part has been questionable as well as far as timing. I was hearing 1 a.m. and 1 p.m., so I assume it'll happen somewhere between those two times. Obviously, it didn't happen at 1 a.m., so I'm sure it'll happen later today. It's now 9:30. The temp says 35, but it says feels like 28. It does feel cooler now than it did earlier this morning. We did have just a very, very, very light snow falling. I mean, like just a couple of drops. It was very, very light. So it does look like the road looks, I don't know, not wet, but, maybe a little moist. It feels cold. So, but nothing yet. Okay, so it's almost 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. Still nothing, not even rain yet, although we are starting to see cloud movement. They are now saying that probably between 5 and 8 p.m., I think, is when it's actually going to start something here. Right now it shows the degree is 38 degrees, but it feels like 25 is what it says. And I guess that is due to the wind chill. It is windy and chilly out here right now. And they have had a few larger gusts of wind that we felt. So we shall see what happens. Hey, it's about 8:30 on Sunday morning, and it's I think it was 33 degrees, but it said it felt like 22, and right now it's just wet and raining. The wind is blowing pretty good. I could hear the wind throughout the night, but right now it's just wet. Now the temperature is expected to drop tonight. And if it does drop like they expect it to, then it will be, then it'll probably turn into ice, whatever's wet on the roads. So, but that's what we're dealing with right now. Our cushions have been blown all over the porch as of the wind. It's still windy right now. It has stopped raining. There are other areas around Atlanta, just north of Atlanta, that are getting some snow and ice. But it seems like, sometimes we're in a little bit of a bowl here. And the mountains kind of break up the weather a little bit, which can be a good thing for us. So it seems like that's what's happened this time. They're still, again, expecting the temperature to drop, and it's still supposed to be raining throughout the day, which means that the roads are going to be wet, and that's when the ice will be a danger for us on the roads tomorrow. So we'll continue to see what happens. So this is the great ice storm of 2026. Wow, we got so much. You can barely even see the little light dusting of snow that we got in some clusters of leaves. But in all honesty, I mean, we can't complain because there are other areas of the county and other areas of Georgia that definitely got hit. Lots of people without power. So I say that jokingly. We just got missed. Anyways, I don't know if it's picking it up, but the mountain over there in the distance does have some frosting on it. Blood Mountain is closed, which is the road that leads from Dahlonega, Dawsonville area, Cleveland area over to the Blairsville area. There were definitely some road closures, definitely downed trees, definitely power outages. We just happened to not really get anything, but it is freezing. It's like 18 degrees, and I think the wind chill puts it down to like 3. So, yeah, I make fun, but we are actually very, very thankful that we didn't get hit with anything really major. We still have power. We're still warm in our house, so we really cannot complain. If we needed to leave to go somewhere, the roads look fine, at least in our neighborhood. But as I said, there are some road closures in other areas throughout the county, and there are some areas such as got some pretty big ice over there, and there were some road closures, down trees, power outages, all of that. So we just got lucky in this little spot, and we're in a bowl, so the weather pattern kind of gets disrupted. It makes it a little bit more difficult to predict what we're actually going to get, because the weather patterns just react differently once they hit the mountains, apparently. So anyways, okay, round 2, potential winter weather. Let's see what actually happened. Last weekend, we were promised, or we were told, rather, to expect ice of epic proportions, which did not happen in our area. There were surrounding areas that did get some stuff, and there were definitely people that had power outages and all of that. So I don't take it lightly, but we did not really get anything for our area. This weekend, the very next weekend, they are talking about, 2 to 5 inches, essentially? 3 to 5 inches of snow that we're expecting to get in our area, specifically in the Blairsville surrounding area. I'm kind of the mind frame. I'll believe it when I see it. But we just went to Walmart, actually, for our regular grocery store pickup. And while I was there, first of all, it was a little bit of a madhouse. And second of all, I heard some employees talking, and they were saying they felt like it was worse than last weekend. So I don't know if people are just over preparing again, or if they were like us and actually needed groceries this time, or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, we shall see what happens this weekend. I don't believe it. They actually got snow. We had a good bit of snow. And it's still snowing. It is 20 degrees. And it says feels like 13. So Saturday, January 31st, 2026. So we have 4 boys here right now. One is our son. The other 3 are his friends. And they're basically snowed in with us this weekend. They've decided to get out in the snow, go play, do whatever. My son wanted a hoodie, and I was standing out on the porch trying to get a photo of them. And I got snow collected on the bottom of my slippers, and I wasn't paying attention. I walked back inside to get him a hoodie. And the snow, I slipped. I totally did a split right in the middle of the floor. I'm probably going to have a bruise on my knee, but, I'm okay. I'm okay. These things happen. So, especially when you're clumsy and you're not paying attention. So, there you go. Okay. We're getting out into the snow. It's still snowing and the wind is blowing. So, yeah, this is fun. And it's very, very, very cold. This is like really, really, really powdery. So we have had some people riding in the neighborhood in their vehicles, just testing it out, I suppose. It's snow, so it's not ice. It's not really slippery, or it's not dangerous, I'll say. I mean, it is still going to be a little bit slippery. But as it gets colder, whatever has been compacted is probably going to get slick at that point overnight. So tomorrow may be a little bit treacherous. We shall see. But it does look like a wonderland. It is very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. but it is extremely cold. When I checked this morning, it was like 20, but felt like 13. Somebody said earlier that it is like 13 degrees, but feels like 6 or something. So I don't know. It's definitely getting colder as the day goes on. And by tomorrow morning, it's supposed to feel like -6 here in Blairsville. Crazy. Crazy. Ooh, and the wind is blowing. Okay, we decided to get out in the truck. I can't feel my face. It's very, very cold and very windy outside. Let's see how the truck ride goes. All right, we're using downhill assist in our 4-wheel drive vehicle. It's getting seems like it's getting a little caught up in some icy parts on the road. Dado, where are you going? Where are you, hard duty? What'd you think? What'd you think? You wanna get out there and play? You wanna get out there and play? It's 5:40 on Saturday, January 31st. 5:40 in the afternoon. The wind is blowing pretty good, so it still looks like it's snowing, but it's actually just the snow swirling around because of the wind. It says it's 15 degrees outside. That feels like -2. It is really, really cold. Mark is getting ready to leave and take a couple of the boys home. So prayers that he makes it safely. There he goes down the hill. We did fine earlier when we were out in it. But of course, it's gotten colder since then, and whatever tracks are in the road will be harder and more frozen over at this point. So, anyways, all in all, it's not been bad. We've not lost power. We've been good, stuck inside the house where it's warm. The kids got out and played in it for a while, and that was good for them. Okay, it's about 9:30 on Sunday, February 1st. It is 16 degrees right now. It says feels like 8, but that's much better than feels like -6. So obviously we are still snow coated. And the temperature is rising today, but not above freezing. So I'm not sure, even with the sun being out, how much is going to melt on the roads. So we shall see what happens for tomorrow. But this is what it looks like. It's a winter wonderland. So we have had some significant snow melting, even though, the sun has been out all day, so that has really helped. You still got some areas that, have snow on the road and they're still wet. And then you've got like that area back there that's completely dry. We did have one of our son's friends' parents came to pick up his vehicle earlier, and he's just in a 2-wheel drive, and they were not able to make it up the hill that's over there in the distance. So they had to park the vehicle on the side of the road, and they'll have to try again tomorrow. But anyway, you can see that we've had some significant snow melting. So, this is going to be a snow that will obviously kept us inside all day yesterday, pretty much keeping us inside all day today. We don't have anywhere to go anyways. It's Sunday. And then tomorrow we'll probably still kind of be hanging out around the house just because it's easier. We don't have anything that we need to get out of the house and go and do. So, yeah. And when we get snow like this, it doesn't happen very often, but that's really kind of the best way to handle it, is just, know that you're going to be stuck for a couple of days and make the best of it. So it's about 11:30 on Monday, February the 2nd at this point, and this is what it looks like. We've got some significant melting, in different areas. the road is better. Mark actually went to go up the hill over there in the distance earlier this morning, and when he was in two-wheel drive, he was not able to make it up the hill. When he went into four-wheel drive, he was able to make it up the hill. So again, it's just one of those things where you just stay put for a couple of days and just know that that's what the case is going to be. And as you can see, there are, this is a road over here. It continues to go down and then back up. You can see kind of through the trees there that the road does kind of go up that way. Anyways, but there is a section of that road that is still very snowy. So, there's just going to be areas throughout the county, especially on the secondary roads, that are still going to be covered in snow and ice because they don't get a lot of sunlight. They're very heavily wooded areas that just don't get sunlight. So you will continue to deal with that for a couple of days after a snow like this. So it's about 4 o'clock on Monday, February the 2nd, and we have definitely had temperatures that have been above freezing today and sun all day long. So obviously, as you can tell behind me, lots more has melted. This school was out of session today. They're going to actually be out of session tomorrow as well, because they've said that there are still a lot of secondary roads that still have a lot of snow and ice on them, making them impassable safely for the kids to be able to go back to school. So anyways, but again, this is what it's like when we get a snow like this that actually sticks for a couple of days. As I've said before, winters here really are not scary as long as you are prepared, and just expect to stay for a couple of days if we get a snow like this. It's not often that we get a snow like this. We had a snow like this last year in January, and then obviously we had this one this year, but one a year where we get stuck for a couple of days is really not bad. And I don't know, tell you the last time we had one since we've been here where we were actually stuck a couple of days. I think everything else has been more of a dusting, and it's pretty much gone, around noon or to later in the afternoon when the sun comes out enough and it gets warm enough to melt everything. So there you go. I appreciate you guys following along on this little mini video that I did. I hope that this was helpful for you guys in regards to what it's like for winter in the North Georgia mountains. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you are looking to move to the area, I hope that you will reach out and give me a call. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.